My platform is responsibility, recovery, and reform. Under responsibility, I try to give you my general philosophy on government, and that is one of personal responsibility and fiscal responsibility. With personal responsibility, I believe each and every issue that the next representative is faced with needs to ask himself or herself, what role does personal responsibility play in the matter? And that is exactly what I would do. Secondly, I am a fiscal conservative, and I believe that we need to be fiscally responsible in our federal government. We have a national debt of over $14 trillion right now. Each and every day we go $8 billion in the hole. I want to be a voice against that. I want to be a voice of fiscal sanity and common sense. The second part of my platform is recovery. Under that, I try to give you my two primary issues for our district, and I believe those are jobs and education. With jobs, we have unemployment across our 10 counties of 11% to upwards of 20%. That's just the unemployment rate. That doesn't include people who are underemployed. My goal as a congressman is to work to not only recruit jobs to our district, but to support the small businesses that we do have, and that's exactly my plan. Number one, we support the small businesses by lowering our tax rate. Americans have the second highest corporate tax rate in the world. Number two, we decrease the regulations surrounding business. To create and to maintain business, businesses have to deal with fines, fees, licenses. Those regulations are what hinders business in our district. Number two under that is recruitment of jobs to our district. I believe the next representative needs to be the best salesman that he or she can be. That representative needs to be able to communicate, understand the networking, understand infrastructure, and that is one of my top priorities once elected. The second part of recovery is education. Our district, we need to improve on our education. First and foremost, I believe education is a local concern. I do believe that it should be left to our state government and our school boards and our county governments. That being said, there is a role for federal government. One is supporting our higher institutions, especially our research institutions. We progress as a nation through our research and development and through our colleges and universities. So that's one way the federal government can help. Number two is helping with low-interest loans and scholarships to our students. I'm one of those students. I'll be paying student loans until 2037, but I don't begrudge that fact because I was able to make that jump. Second is providing grants to our teachers and our administrators, the experts on the ground. That's who we need to support. That's who knows how they can experiment in their classrooms or in their district, and that's one thing that I would support. The last part of my platform is reform, and that is the bulk of our campaign during this campaign process. I'm not talking about issues. I'm talking about the candidate and the political process. With the candidate, I want the hardest worker. I want the best educated. I want the best speaker. I want the person, most importantly, doing this for the right reason, and that is to better our community. And I believe I am that candidate. Secondly, for the political process, my pet peeve in this campaign, when I'm with insiders, when I'm with elected officials, is that they ask you two questions and only two questions. One, who is your political consultant? And number two, how much money do you have? I think it's a sad state of modern politics that those are the only two questions that you're asked when running for office. It's not where you're from or what your educational background is or what your stances on issues are, but who is your political consultant and how much money do you have? To that end, I vowed that I would not hire a political consultant. I do not need a poll to tell me what to talk about in our district. I know that through our campaign, and our campaign is door to door. I'm going out door to door in this race. To date, I've knocked on over 11,000 doors. That is a candidate, that is a representative going out and meeting people, and I think that returns power to the people. I think it should be a requirement for candidates to get out and have that outreach. Also, I have not and I will not accept special interest money. Unfortunately, other candidates in this race have. If you're accepting special interest money now in the process, without a doubt you will in the future. Without a doubt you will be entangled. And I'm against that. I believe money in politics is the evil there. And we're fighting it, and I believe that is what is the difference maker in our campaign. So responsibility, recovery, and reform, that's the platform that I'm running on.